Swinging big wood like a lumberjack. When I'm puffing bubble hash, I'm gonna break her in half if I hit it from the back. You're playing your partner, Lush Uno, and this is something that I would say it pains me to speak on because I have such an affinity for their artistry, but they're so funny when they talk shit. It actually makes it worthwhile. And since these artists are already deep in their 40s slash 50s slash 90s, it doesn't really matter because their best days artistically are so far behind them that I really am down to see them crash out. As much as I love them all, I'm down to see them crash out. I'm talking about who? I like chicks that give head, give head. If they have a fat ass and big breasts, you know I'm putting it down. I'm from that sick west, sick west. Who I'm talking about right now? Dipset. Yeah. All right. So Cameron and Jim Jones, who've been down with each other, A1 day ones, sandbox homies, who literally were peeing in the tub together back in the day. Harlem's finest, one of the most influential outfits in, when I say outfits, I mean groups. They're influential, the most influential outfit for their outfits. I'll say that. The Dips. All right. Still to this day getting into it. Now, recently, Jim Jones on a Justin LeBoy interview had some things to say about his bro Cameron. Now, Jim's been around Cameron since the beginning. I believe he had a verse on, if not Confessions of Fire, Cameron's debut album. The show he was on, STE, Sex, Drugs, and Entertainment. And he's been, even before he was really a rapper, and then obviously, you know, we've seen Jim's trajectory as a rapper, turned reality star, turned, you know, luminary, just timeless figure in the game. So I would like to first let's talk about what let's take a look at what Jim said when he fired shots on Justin LeBoy. So we're gonna take a look at this first. Shouts to Prophet Muscle.
Jim Jones goes off on Cam and
Well, it
Mace.
is what it is, you heard?
He been a Cam right now. He just did the interview with 50.
Them niggas be on my dick, right? Them niggas ain't got nothing else to think about but Capo. I did a
Justin knows that he's getting gold right now. You can just see, like, you could hear it in that laughter right there. Like, these fools know that they're getting gold right now.
lot for them niggas in their life, you heard? Both of them. Pause though, get off my dick. There's only space on there for baby girl, man. Come on, man.
Some of the greatest quotables ever originate from Dipset. By the way, if it wasn't for Dipset, there'd be no homo pause. Like there's so much lexicon that originated in Harlem and particularly from the Dips. And really, if y'all don't know, it all really goes back to Big L, Children of the Corn, Mace, Murder Mace at the time, Killer Cam, aka Cameron, and Big L. And Big L was the big homie, and of course, Bloodshed, Fred McGriff, you know what I'm saying? McGriff, you know what I'm saying? Had they really almost called him baseball player Fred McGriff. But yeah. Shouts to Fred McGriff. I can't believe I forgot he existed. But so let's
Tugging on my shit like that.
this is great.
Come on, man. Tugging on my shit like that.
You never cleared it up. And we never hear your
Tugging on my shit like that is hilarious.
side of the story.
Kim was like, I thought we could pull it together. Next thing I know, I see Jim performing with
That nigga ain't think nothing. He could pull nothing together. He couldn't do nothing with me. He couldn't tell me nothing. Like, let's not get this twisted. Like, nigga, nobody could tell me nothing, nigga. I was my own boss. I did what...
And this was the biggest problems with the entire diplomat Dipset regime is all these different factions. You know, you had original diplomat Dipset, and then you had Skull Gang, and then you had Vamp Life, and all these little subsets, etc., and all that. Like, man, y'all should have just been pushing one umbrella. I understand there's different cliques. Y'all are all stars in your own right. Cameron, Joel Santana, Jim Jones, not to mention Hell Rel, not to mention motherfucking J.R. Ryder, everybody else, fucking obviously Duke the God, Freaky Zeke, Zeke's the man. Not to mention there's so many more. There's so many more, bro. There's so many more. 40 cal, all of them.
What I did as a fucking soldier, because I was a soldier. You heard? I had the soldier. These niggas didn't
I'm not gonna lie, I'm faded as fuck right now, by the way, guys.
tell me nothing. You heard? I did what I wanted to do. I seen it wasn't going right, so I started doing what Jim Jones needed to do for Jim Jones. Because the nigga that was supposed to be the Don wasn't taking care of the capo.
Ooh, so he's basically pointing to, he's saying that Cam lacks leadership skills, and if it wasn't for, you know, you need to be, in order to be a strong capo, you got to have a good Don. And he's saying the Don was kind of, the Cam was leaving a lot to be desired when it came to organizing and running shit.
Started feeling like the Gotti movie, you heard?
But what was the point where you realized I'm gonna have to do what the fuck I gotta do?
It's
They were
like-
definitely it was the last straw. Like
it's nothing in my memory like, yo, that was the last show, but it was just the way, the sequence of the way things was going. And it came to a point where I had to worry about who Jim Jones was moving forward than I was worried about anybody else, because nobody else was worried about me.
And I think that's a wise decision because ultimately, and it's not necessarily like it's negligent on Cameron's part, although it is to a degree. But you could look at it both ways. Like, Jim was seeking leadership from Cam. Cam was so busy trying to, he realizes that his ceiling and whatever height he ascends to is what everybody else is dependent on. Jim can only reach whatever height at best Cam reaches. He will never be able to supersede that. So Cam's trying to ascend the most he possibly can. Killer's trying to get to where the highest point he possibly can get to in order to allow Jim to come underneath him, pause, and ascend to whatever height he can get to. So, and that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. No cap.
I got to a point where I became famous too.
Right. Okay. So he winds up becoming famous, and in addition to that, like, Jim wants that hands-on attention even before he's famous. He wants people to acknowledge what he's doing and his contributions and his value, and then eventually, We Fly High in 2006. I believe it came out 2006, maybe 7. Was such a huge, ubiquitous, ever-present record that was just, you couldn't avoid it. That at a certain point, it was more successful and had more momentum than even what Killer was doing. What? How'd that happen?
It was a point where all the famous people know me. Then after that, it was like, shit, I'm just as famous as all the famous people.
Except for that one time you tried to photobomb a selfie. You took a selfie and tried to photo. What's it called when you force other people to photobomb? Like, you tried to non-consensually photobomb Hove, Beyonce, Ye, Fat Joe, and Remy Ma. Maybe Beyonce wasn't even there, but yeah, we've all seen the image. Like, bro, come on. Except for that one time, right?
I can't do what I used to do for you. You heard? Somebody got to do that for me right now, because I'm super lit. You heard? But
He was lit though,
I put my life on the line for all.
and he was wearing chrome hearts in the early to mid 2000s, decades before it became popular.
All of the shit, and and
Rockstar shit. Come on.
everybody knew that. But niggas wasn't doing the same thing in return.
What's something that stands out to you though, when you realize niggas really wasn't for you? I know you say you've
What's something that stands out to you though?
been seen it, but there's a moment, bro. Like,
When you
saying
start
wherever
to
that
feel
concert
like
is.
somebody, when you start to feel like somebody want to see you do good, but not as good as them, you're like, oh yeah, I know what this move is about.
Ooh, I know exactly what he's talking about. When people want to see you doing well, but not as well as them, they don't like that. People want to see you eat, but only if you're eating with them. That's some cold ass shit, no cap.
You heard? Everybody don't got the mind of a real leader.
Who reached out to who when you went out to perform?
Everybody don't got the mind of a real leader. I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling what the fuck Jimmy's talking about, and I've always thought that Cam was a bit selfish and had a lot to be desired when it came to leadership skills. Although I'm a way bigger Cameron fan than Jim, and I'm not even mad at him for what I just mentioned. However, it's pretty obvious. Like, you would not want to have Cameron as a boss. He seems like a dick.
I had Ballin'. I had the hottest record at the time. My record was hotter than 50's records at the time when Ballin' spanked out and shit like that. When Cam did this shit with calling the station up over the cop shit and all that shit, I felt that was childish. That wasn't, like, you don't press no.
First of all, it was Alan Grumblatt, the owner of Koch Records, right? Isn't that his name, Alan Grumblatt? That called the station. Hilarious phone call, by the way. Hilarious phone call. If you want me to do a reaction to that entire phone call, let me know, because when 50 and Cam were arguing and 50 called Koch a graveyard, amazing. And Cam, being a far less prominent artist than 50 at the time, holding his own, just shows his skill when it comes to like who riding and verbal jousting.
Real buttons, and you're not about to come outside when it's time to really get active, nigga. So how dare you do some weak shit like that that really didn't hold no merit? Like, you start going crazy over Koch, over a white man that been jerking us since we got signed there, and whatever backdoor deals you had with him serves you.
I mean, you're talking about backdoor deals. Actually, it was a dope deal with the independent distribution label. But, I mean, per my understanding at least, that's better than what y'all could have had at that time.
More advantageous than it served me. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, so when that shit went on, I was like, that was kind of weak. That was corny, because at that time, there was no real beef. It was just the most powerful groups of individuals that's running New York at the same time. So in my mind, I was like, it's
Y'all fools out? You already know.
more advantageous for us to try to figure out how us to start to move and do tours and really go crazy and figure out, because that we were sizzling, but this nigga was on Mars, nigga.
Yeah, there is no competing with 50 during that era at all whatsoever.
These niggas wasn't doing regular shit. These niggas was doing arenas every night. We doing clubs every night. We got the city and the urban communities on fire and shit like that. In my mind, I see an opportunity for us to really start. You heard? Like, we had all the power and shit like that. My mind ran different and shit like that. So when he did that, I'm like, damn, I f***ed all that up. You heard? And then it was like, now you want to start a beef with these niggas over what though?
So you never understood why you started beef with them?
Nah,
It's funny, in retrospect, like, I can't even. It was definitely just some ego-driven bullshit. There was no real legitimate reason those fools needed to beef.
They understand that. I heard what the nigga said, oh, Koch was a graveyard and all that type of shit. I didn't give a fuck about none of that type of shit. You heard? Like, and it really hit me. I was on fire at that time. I don't care about what you say and shit like that. We on an independent label getting stupid though. Like, we did shit that nobody did in the game. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, that shit was whack. I don't like how this shit is going. I gotta start really doing shit that's gonna benefit me, because niggas will seem like they won't want to see nobody else win.
Right.
And I need to win. I gotta win in spirit. You heard? I didn't put all this work in for nothing. You dig? I didn't teach myself how to rap for nothing. I didn't jump all on this game to be famous for nothing. I need to capitalize and be just as famous as the most famous, most successful rich person in this game also. I'm now.
I mean, it sounds good, Jimmy. It sounds good.
Now in the game.
I still gotta know, like, how did that work? You performing, like,
they call me like, yo, you
James Jones.
want to come out and perform at the show? Shit, yeah. I got the hottest record. I'm popping out. And I wish nigga would look at me sideways, think they gonna do anything funny.
What did 50 call him? Individual one?
I'm with all of that. We'll boom this shit up. It'll be nasty in New York. That's how I was living back then. That's what I was on. I wasn't on nobody's friendship. I was in there like a pirate. What's up? What's up? That's how I was. You dig? Like, Hope everybody be calm, because y'all know this shit gonna go way left real quick.
Pyro is hilarious. He definitely like was giving swashbuckling mighty. I am mighty.
You dig? I'm here for what I need out this shit.
Right.
It's that crowd to hear me do balling, and let me get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so it wasn't no deep thought. Like, this is like, nigga,
Y'all remember when Hove spit a verse dissing Jim Jones over the Ballin' We Fly High remix? Which, by the way, I believe Max B wrote that hook. If I'm pretty sure, yeah, he did. And it's definitely directly inspired by Max's style. But Free the Wave, by the way. Oh. With that being said, all right then.
the opportunity, I gotta go.
Yeah, I
gotta
wasn't
go
going
grab
there to do nothing G-man at all. Them niggas couldn't even dress. But he had a platform for me to perform on in front of thousands of people in New York. Yeah, I'm taking that. I'm popping out.
And this is gonna spark up a new beef between Jim Jones and Cam.
Okay. That's right. Shouts to Prophet Muscle for that. Let's take a look at Cam apparently dropping some of that fuck with your soul like ether on Jimmy.
Ever hear me talk about when you ran on me when BMF pulled up? When you ran in the hotel, they chased you to the beach.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you
Shouts to Ed Lover. Been watching the OG since MTV Raps.
are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV.
Shouts to Forgotten Kings.
Come on, son.
Even the Cam right now, he just did the interview with 50.
For the younger audience, we had like a rap battle thing at one time. And 50, what you did, so we was having interior problems in Dipset. Nobody knew about this. Nobody knew that we was like not on the same page.
Right.
So when me and you were battling during our music thing, you got members.
So this is Cam with 50. Back in the day, they had, like we talked about earlier, a beef. They were going back and forth, calling into radio shows, had some diss tracks. I'm a big fan of the Curtis song by Cameron. A lot of people don't like it. I thought that was a hilarious diss track, though.
Was a Dipset to come to the show.
On my dick. Because they got nothing else to think about but Capo. I did a lot for them. They like, you heard?
This is the same clip that we just watched. All right, hold on.
Mace guy. Mace like, yo, I think I'll teach him how to rap. Mace actually, after you heard all. Remember how we met, nigga? Pause. So not met, how you got cool with us? Did I see you time? What you get? You talking? I was on vacation.
You never.
It's on there for baby girl, man. Both of them.
Here, I'm filming a reaction right now. I'll hit you back. All right.
Pause, though. Get off my... It's only space on there for baby girl, man. Come on, man. Tugging on my shit like that.
Yeah, you never clear shit up.
I'm gonna address a couple of things because we've been on vacation and we've been talking since I was on vacation. We're gonna start with Jomo. We'll start with Jomo. And you are a guardian angel and designer. What you talking about, man? You are from the Bronx, bro. You are not from Harlem. Why do you keep thinking that you are from Harlem, bro? You are not from Harlem. I did not grow up with you, man. I did not grow up with you. Contrary to what you believe, I did not grow up with you. You are from the Bronx. Did you agree?
To be fair, the Bronx and Harlem, it's uptown. Like, it's right there. It's not far away. It's right across the river.
Grandmother live? Did your grandmother live in Harlem? Yes. Did you come see her? Yes. Did I see you time to time? Yes. I did not grow up with you.
That's a crazy, though, allegation for how synonymous Jim is with Harlem. I never would have known or thought that he wasn't from there. Although I know people, go to strips not too far away from where they grew up at. That's very common, but I did not know that about him whatsoever. A lot of people don't talk about how Prodigy's from Hempstead, not Queensbridge, but He's from Long Island, Dipset, but yeah, crazy.
You talk about ride now. That's where this old shit. I would have left it alone. I would have left the old shit alone. But listen, do you remember how we met? Nigga? Pause. Not met. How you got cool with us? You were fanned out and you begged to come to your house after you heard all these mixtapes. That's how you got in. You was so cool. And we was like, yo, Jomo's a nice guy. Mace like, yo, I think I'll teach him how to rap. Mace actually taught you how to rap. Literally. We taught you how to rap.
Well, Big L taught all y'all how to rap. Let's keep it a bundle, killer.
How you ran the whole organization. How you made Diplomat. You ain't made none of this stuff. You was a fan. I put you down because you had a free crib and you was a nice guy. Now to the next point.
I love how, like, in this era, and it's been this way for a while, or just like in street people terms, street folk terms, nice guy is a huge diss. I like being a nice guy. I enjoy being a kind person, all right? I want to be a nice guy.
This all started because I asked 50 Cent a question. Cool. I thought it was cool to ask 50. The shit happened 20 years ago, however many years ago. I thought it was all good. I had no problem thinking, yo, okay. He tripped out their spot, came to the spot. I know 50 said it. And they went on the, he was funny. I thought it was funny when he said the shit. But I didn't think it'd be a big deal because you make up with every that put hands on you.
Whoa.
Put hands on you and you get to altercation, you cool with them. I see you with C Gutter. Junior Mafia, cool. I see you taking pictures with True Life. It's cool. Me and DC, y'all having sit-downs to work out. Guns?
Y'all gotta leave Cam alone, bro. He's like, his mental Rolodex is so vast. He doesn't need to keep receipts. He is the human receipt. He is a receipt in human form. He literally remembers everything. He is 10,000 elephants combined into one human soul, holding it down on the streets of Harlem World. You feel me? Real Lenox, Lexington, Ave, all that shit. You feel me? Everything past 110th. Y'all know the vibes.
Shots was let off with that. Y'all having sit-downs to work it out. You tried to chase French Montana out the game. That ain't work out. Y'all got cool. So cool that you go to his video shoot. Pardon me, not his video shoot, his movie. You're sitting in the crowd watching the premiere, and they dissing you in the movie.
Wow. Damn, killer. He has a way of making a nerd look like a nerd.
You ever wonder how he met Mano? He tried to press Mano one day because Mano first came out. He had a little record where he was saying, dissing the rappers. I don't know, he's dissing, he said his name.
Not the High Hater song. I'm assuming this is, what was the name of that record where Mano is dissing? Someone in the chat, let us know, or someone in the comments, please. The first Mano record I really remember was High Hater. I know he has some like freestyles and mixtape shit I knew of him before, but.
So Jim Plus see Mano one day and was like, yo, what's up with all that saying my name? Man, said, who the f you talking to?
And I actually know, I'm tripping because that's like Mano after incarceration, I believe. I believe he had, what Cam's referring to was his first run, so whatever he was doing earlier, and I do remember some of his bars from back then.
Oh, you think I want to you out your motherfucking mind? Now they the lobby boys. I see you post the shit, Cam let me get jumped in Rucker, this, that, and third by 8, this, that, and third. I'll tell that story however they want to tell it. I don't give a. Do you ever hear me talk about when you ran on me when BMF pulled up?
Whoa!
When you ran in the
Whoa!
hotel, they chased you to the beach. Nigga, you was in the sand. You was getting wet from the water, from the ocean. I don't pump that. Took your rags off. Me and JoJo was laughing about that 3 months, some cool shit. Cool.
Classic rags.
Let's talk about it, y'all. Cameron fires back at Jim Jones' Justin LaBoy interview that came out last week. As you heard in the clip, Justin asked Jim Jones his thoughts on 50 Cent and Cameron talking about that beef back in the day. And of course, Cam, he wanted to know, how did you get Jim to kick it? You know what I'm saying? Come out.
This is something I was actually interested in as well. So he's not alone in having that curiosity.
Outside and kick it with G Unit, right? Because we seen him pop up on Rap City. Of course, Jim Jones did a show with G Unit, so it's obvious, right? 50 Cent, he the evil genius, the master manipulator at that time, he said it in the interview with Cameron. You know what I mean? He said, I just threw it out there. I didn't think that Jimmy would, you know what I mean, take me up on the off, and he did. You get what I'm saying? So just by doing that, it just exposed Jim Jones in a certain light. You get what I mean? Now fast forward, right? Let's talk about Cameron and his issues with Mace over the years, right? We know about it publicly.
Come on.
They done added out over the radio. A lot of this stuff is just hip hop history for the younger audience who may not know. It is 2025. But this is what happens when you don't resolve some of the issues, right? And you let time pass. Well, now here we
Okay, that's true. I mean, it is important when an issue comes up, get on top of it, especially if it's with people that fuck with you. Like, don't act too cool, don't act brand new. If you got an issue with the people that you fuck with, let it be known so it can be addressed and you can move past that and get back to working as you should.
We are in 2025. Cameron has made amends with Mace, right? And they have successfully launched. It is what it is, a sports show. You get what I mean? And that's a good thing because, like Cam said, y'all damn near pushing 50. You get what I'm saying? Y'all got grandbabies now. You get what I'm saying?
Old ass fools, no cap.
You work so hard. Now it's time to sit back and enjoy the next phase of life. You get what I mean? So to rehash those old memories and moments, listen, Cameron and Mace, they were able to get past it. And now it's a beautiful thing for hip hop, right? Now people get to see that you can overcome adversity and get past the bullshit.
I mean, yeah, in theory, that sounds good.
Right now, Mace, I ain't going.
Look, I was glad to see Killer and Mace come back together, and I always thought that they worked so well together. Like I said, huge fan of Children of the Corn. Back in the '90s, in high school, I used to wear big ass. You feel me? I would damn near wear like the shiny suits that bad boy motherfuckers had. I'd be in the West wearing huge coats with like leather coats, like the Apex joints or whatever, with matching hats, you know, and bopping hoes, slapping Mace. You feel me? I was on that. Why are you over there looking at me? Four girls standing there. I thought I was a joint. So I love Mace. I love Cam. Like to this day, one of my favorite artists. Underrated. People want to like downplay his legacy and his lyricism and talk about like great googly moogly, scoogly boogly. No, that's not it. If you don't understand Cameron's greatness and his contributions to the American lexicon and the way that he manipulates language, flips crazy syllables, cadences, punchlines, then you really just like don't understand hip hop on the same level of those of us who are able to give true nuanced takes.
Lie. This was the funniest part of Cameron's rant is watching Mace just sitting back eating a bucket of popcorn while Cameron goes in on Jim Jones running down the beach. Okay, man said he was getting wet from the water. Okay, yo, who would have thought not like this? You know that you know.
Okay, bro. I've heard enough of your thoughts. I appreciate it. Shouts to Forgotten Kings. He definitely broke it down really well. We already seen what Jimmy said. Now I want to give a throwback to when this is one of my favorite Instagram lives of all time, and the live has been captured and re-uploaded to YouTube several times. This is during, I want to say, 2018, maybe it's like older, like 16, 15. Cameron's infamous Instagram rant going in, and this is where he calls Jim Jones a liar. This is the part where he really explains the same story that he kind of reiterated on 50 stream recently, which I showed y'all before.
And didn't say nothing and didn't do nothing? Yeah, all right. So basically, me and Mace talked later, maybe a day or two later. He's like, yo, I'm not fucking with Jomo because he around niggas who talking about me And if you fuck with them, that's on you. But I'm not being around no niggas who talking about me and you gonna stand there and let them talk about me and not defend me and say nothing to me. Say nothing about it. So he basically was like, he ain't fucking with Jim. So I was like,
Okay.
damn.
All right. Yeah, I'm recording it right now. Yeah, I did. I might have it. I gotta look. All right, let me call you right back. No.
Now at this time, Mace started moving a little funny. So I'm like, damn, we've been at Jim House since going on maybe like 10 months, and they're hanging out over there, bloodshed, me, or whatever. Not living there, hanging out there. So
Not living there.
basically,
Gotta clarify. Not living there, hanging out there.
Mace heard Jim, and then but
Used to sleep on my motherfucking couch, son. That's what he's.
Mace was doing funny shit. Mace started now the album come out next year. So Mace getting
Nah, they bugging.
millions, and now that I'm older, I kind of see the position Mace was in. At this time, Mace is older than me, and
Pause. How Cameron not gonna pause? Seen the position that Mace was in? Pause.
I was young. I couldn't understand how he was moving, and I didn't respect it. I didn't really respect the shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga here, we flying to Seattle doing the show. He land, he put us on commercial. He take private by himself. It's 9 seats on private. This nigga fly private, though he can be alone on the plane plus commercial. He's doing all type of crazy weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, man, you know what? I ain't fucking with Mace no more neither. You know what I mean? Cause this dude is moving funny, and I know him. This nigga, like I said, we grew up together. I knew Mace literally since I was 10 from playing.
What the fuck happened, bro?
Became cool.
Okay.
So
With that being said, regardless, I love all these fools, but ultimately, I got to admit, don't get in a roast battle with Cam. He gonna get on your helmet, bro. And Jim's hilarious, but I still remember Jim getting shamelessly roasted by Max B, and that's why even Cam made mention of. Remember back in the day, like you tried to get French Montana out the paint, but you couldn't do it. Well, yeah, French Montana is Max B's A spoon right hand. You feel me? A1. So, anyways, let me know what y'all thoughts are of this. Like, share, subscribe. Run it up.